In the bustling heart of the city, amidst the ceaseless hum of urban life, we meet Mike Jones, an unassuming office worker with a life that mirrored the monotony of his daily routine. Beyond the routine, however, lay an unexpected responsibility: the ownership of a rundown apartment left behind by his late parents. As Mike weaved through the crowded streets, his thoughts were consumed by the challenges posed by the decaying state of his inherited property. The peeling paint and creaking floorboards told a silent tale of neglect, a stark contrast to the vibrant city that buzzed around him. One evening, after another grueling day at the office, Mike found himself standing at the entrance of the dilapidated building. Sighing, he fumbled with a set of rusty keys and pushed open the heavy door, its protesting groans echoing through the empty hallways. The flickering light of a solitary bulb illuminated the worn-out carpet that led to Mike's apartment. He entered, greeted by the musty scent of time gone by. As he navigated through the dimly lit rooms, the challenges ahead seemed insurmountable. A dialogue unfolded between Mike and his neighbor, Mrs. Patterson, who had witnessed the apartment's descent into disrepair. "Mike, dear, you've got your work cut out for you," she remarked with a knowing smile, her wrinkled face expressing both sympathy and curiosity. "Yeah, it's a bit more than I bargained for," Mike replied, a hint of exhaustion in his voice. "But it's home. I need to figure out how to make it livable again." Mrs. Patterson patted his shoulder reassuringly. "You're a good lad, Mike. You'll figure it out. Just take it one step at a time." And so, in the fading light of that weary evening, Mike stood at the threshold of a journey, an unexpected responsibility that would unravel a series of events, forever altering the course of his ordinary life. Amidst the echoes of Mike's ordinary life, a chance encounter ignited a spark of compassion that would shape his days to come. One evening, as Mike returned home, he noticed an elderly lady standing on the doorstep of his rundown apartment building. Her eyes reflected a mix of weariness and desperation, a silent plea for help. Unable to turn a blind eye, Mike approached her, his concern evident. "Are you all right?" he asked, a genuine warmth in his voice. The elderly lady, Miss Thompson, hesitated for a moment before finally revealing her predicament. "I had a disagreement with my daughter-in-law, and she asked me to leave. I have nowhere to go," she confessed, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. Moved by a sense of responsibility and compassion, Mike didn't hesitate. "You can stay here for the night. I can't turn away someone in need," he offered, opening the door to his modest apartment. As Miss Thompson entered, a wave of gratitude washed over her. "Bless you, young man. You have a kind heart," she whispered, her frail hand resting on Mike's shoulder. Inside the apartment, a dialogue unfolded, revealing more about Miss Thompson's situation. "I never thought I'd find myself in such a situation," she admitted, her voice quivering. "I thought family would always be there for each other." Mike, empathetic and attentive, responded, "Sometimes we find support in unexpected places. It's not an easy situation, but you're not alone. We'll figure something out together." And so, within the walls of a humble apartment, the bond between Mike and Miss Thompson began to take shape, a connection forged in the crucible of shared challenges and a compassionate heart. Little did they know, this encounter would set in motion a series of events that would transform not only their lives, but the very fabric of the apartment building itself. As dawn broke, unveiling a new day, Mike delved deeper into the unfolding story of Miss Thompson. The elderly lady, now settled in Mike's apartment, began to share the intricate details of the strained relationship with her daughter-in-law. With a cup of tea in hand, Mike listened attentively as Miss Thompson recounted the misunderstandings and disagreements that had led to her eviction. "It's hard when family ties unravel," she sighed, her eyes reflecting a mix of sadness and resignation. In a heartfelt exchange, Mike offered words of comfort. "Sometimes, the bonds we share with family can be complicated. It takes time to mend, but it's never too late to try." Later that day, Miss Thompson's son visited, expressing gratitude for Mike's compassionate gesture. "I appreciate what you've done for my mother," he admitted, a sense of relief evident in his eyes. "It's been a challenging time for us, and your kindness means a lot." During this meeting, the son shed light on his perspective. My wife and my mother have had their differences for a while. It's not easy for any of us. She left on her own accord, seeking a temporary refuge until things settle. Mike, though empathetic, couldn't help but probe gently. Is there a way to mend the rift, to bring the family back together? The son, reflective, responded, I hope so. It's complicated, but maybe this separation will make us appreciate each other more. Your kindness has given us a chance to reassess things. As the day unfolded, the threads of connection tightened between Mike and Miss Thompson's family, revealing the intricate tapestry of human relationships. Little did they know, this shared experience would set the stage for unexpected transformations, weaving their stories together in the most unforeseen ways. In the wake of shared stories and newfound understanding, a surprising twist awaited Mike and Ms. Thompson. The son, a successful businessman, visited Mike's apartment once again, expressing his gratitude in a tangible way. I can't thank you enough for taking care of my mother, he remarked, a genuine smile breaking through the tension that had lingered. To show our appreciation, I'd like to offer something more concrete. To Mike's astonishment, the son proposed a generous offer. I run a construction business. Let me renovate your apartment. It's the least I can do for all your kindness. Mike, humbled and grateful, accepted the unexpected offer. I never expected anything in return, but this means a lot. Thank you, he expressed, a mix of surprise and appreciation in his voice. As the renovations unfolded, the apartment transformed. Dust and noise filled the air. But with each passing day, the once dilapidated space began to breathe with new life. Miss Thompson, too, played a role, covering all the expenses incurred during the renovation. During one of their shared moments amidst the chaos, Mike and Ms. Thompson exchanged a dialogue reflecting on the journey. I never imagined my old apartment could look this beautiful, Mike marveled, his eyes scanning the refurbished rooms. Miss Thompson, her face radiant with satisfaction, responded, Your kindness set this in motion. It's amazing how one small act can lead to such positive changes. The son, witnessing the transformation, chimed in, It's the least we could do. Your compassion not only brought my mother here, but also brought about this change. We're grateful. And so, within the walls of a once neglected apartment, gratitude and transformation danced hand in hand. Little did they know, this unexpected collaboration would not only redefine their living space, but also sow the seeds for a strengthened sense of community that would soon blossom in the most surprising ways. As the dust settled and the echoes of construction faded, a reflection on the profound impact of kindness began to take shape in the lives of Mike, Miss Thompson, and the son. The once dilapidated apartment now stood as a testament to the positive ripples that a simple act of compassion could create. Amidst the transformed living space, a sense of community blossomed among the apartment residents. Neighbors, once strangers, gathered in shared spaces, exchanging smiles and stories. The air was infused with a newfound warmth, a stark contrast to the cold neglect that had lingered before. One day, as residents gathered in the common area, a dialogue unfolded. It's incredible how things have changed, remarked one neighbor, gazing around the refurbished space. This place feels like a home now. Another, nodding in agreement, added, and it's all thanks to Mike. His kindness set off this chain of events, bringing us all together. Mike, modest yet appreciative of the camaraderie, chimed in, I never expected all of this. It's amazing how a small act can have such a ripple effect. Miss Thompson, seated beside him, expressed her gratitude. You not only welcomed me into your home, but also transformed this entire building. We're like a family now. The son, observing the scene, shared his thoughts. My mother and I are grateful for the sense of community that has emerged. It's a silver lining in what started as a challenging time for us. As the shared moments unfolded, the apartment residents recognized the power of connection and the beauty that can emerge from unexpected circumstances. Little did they know, this sense of community would become the foundation for future collaborations, creating a tapestry woven with threads of kindness, shared experiences, and the strength that comes from coming together in the face of adversity. With the refurbished apartment building buzzing with newfound camaraderie, Mike felt a desire to extend the positive energy beyond its walls. Inspired by the sense of community, he decided to organize a neighborhood cleanup day, inviting all residents to join hands in revitalizing the area. As the day of the cleanup arrived, residents gathered in the courtyard armed with brooms, garbage bags, and a shared commitment to breathe new life into their surroundings. Laughter and friendly banter replaced the once muted conversations, and a spirit of collaboration filled the air. During the cleanup, a dialogue unfolded among the neighbors. "It's amazing how much we can achieve when we come together," remarked one resident, wiping sweat from their brow. Another, holding a bag of collected trash, added, "This feels like a fresh start. I never thought our little corner of the city could look so vibrant." Mike, coordinating efforts and basking in the collective enthusiasm, chimed in, "Our home is not just these walls, it's the entire community. And together, we can make it a place we're proud to call home." Miss Thompson, actively participating in the cleanup, expressed her joy. "It warms my heart to see everyone working together. It's a reflection of the positive changes that started with a simple act of kindness." As the day progressed, the shared endeavor not only transformed the physical appearance of the neighborhood, but also solidified the bonds among the residents. Sweeping away the remnants of neglect, they discovered the transformative power of unity, realizing that, indeed, a small collective effort could bring about significant positive change. Little did they know, this cleanup day would mark the beginning of a series of communal activities that would further strengthen the fabric of their shared existence. As the apartment community thrived with shared efforts, the echoes of the past began to resurface within the walls of Mike's newly renovated home. During a quiet moment of reflection, Mike stumbled upon hidden artifacts and old letters tucked away in forgotten corners, unveiling the rich history of his family and the building itself. In the midst of this discovery, a dialogue unfolded between Mike and Ms. Thompson. "These letters and artifacts tell a story," Mike mused, examining a faded photograph of his parents. "I never knew there was so much history hidden in these walls." Ms. Thompson, peering over his shoulder, shared in his amazement. "Every building has its tales, and every family contributes to its legacy. It's like unraveling a treasure trove of memories." As they explored further, Mike uncovered a collection of handwritten letters exchanged between his parents. Reading aloud, he shared, "They faced challenges too, yet their love and resilience shine through these words. It's inspiring." Miss Thompson, reminiscing about her own past, added, "Life is a tapestry woven with stories of joy and sorrow. It's these stories that make us who we are and connect us to those who came before us." As the artifacts and letters painted a vivid picture of the building's history, the residents, unaware of the hidden narratives, continued to build their own stories. The shared exploration of the past added a layer of depth to their sense of belonging, fostering an appreciation for the enduring spirit that had withstood the tests of time. Little did they realize that the uncovering of these hidden relics would serve as a catalyst for a collective journey into the roots of their shared existence, intertwining the past with the present in unexpected and meaningful ways. In the wake of unraveling the building's history, a sense of nostalgia lingered in the air, casting a gentle veil over the residents. As the tapestry of shared experiences continued to unfold, Mike found himself facing a personal crisis: the uncertainty of his job. During a gathering of the residents, a dialogue emerged about the challenges ahead. "Mike has been the driving force behind all these positive changes. It's disheartening to see him face such uncertainty," remarked one neighbor, concern etched on their face. Another, with empathy, added, "We've come together for cleanup days and shared stories, but now it's time to support Mike in his time of need. That's what community is about." Mike, addressing the group, expressed his gratitude. "I never expected this level of support. It means the world to me. These past experiences have shown me the strength we have when we stand together." Miss Thompson, her eyes reflecting a mixture of concern and determination, spoke up, "We've faced challenges before, and we've overcome them together. Mike, you're not alone in this. We'll find a way through." As the residents rallied around Mike, offering words of encouragement and practical support, a realization dawned upon them. The sense of community forged through shared challenges and triumphs had become a source of strength, a safety net to catch each other in times of need. In the face of adversity, the residents discovered the true essence of the bond they had cultivated. Through their shared experiences, they had not only transformed their living space, but had also created a resilient community that could weather the storms of life together. Little did they know, this final chapter in their collective story marked not an end but a new beginning, a testament to the enduring power of kindness, shared connections, and the strength that comes from standing shoulder to shoulder in the face of life's uncertainties.